If your position is the one that's adopted by the referendum of the voters, what do you see as the impact on the quality of life in University City in, say, 10 or 20 years down the road? Mr. Taylor, do you want to go first?
Well, 10 or 20 years down the road, since I'm not a city planner, I'm not going to pretend I can tell you what it's going to be in 10 or 20 years. That's kind of the whole problem. We adopted this thing 10 years ago under the illusion that we knew what was going to happen in 2025 and 2030. Well, what happened, not 10 years into the project, really only 5 years into train building, we're already starting to see plans to use property tax revenue to pay for trains. We've already completely changed what we had for a plan, where we're going from 2025 to 2030 for our plan. So the idea that anything we do right now is going to definitively decide what we're going to do 20 years from now is part of the problem. We need a more flexible plan. We don't need a 20-year plan. We need a plan that we can change every few years as we change the way we live. Trains are not flexible. Trains, by definition, go one way. And you're kind of stuck. You're on the rails. That's why buses are more efficient. Bus rapid transit is more efficient. Congestion pricing is more efficient. Telework is more efficient. There's just a whole range of things that are cheaper and better solutions than building trains. Thank you. Mr. Mumford.
Trains actually go two ways, not just one. And Jeff and I have done this. We've been on the road show for quite a while, and I do agree that there are other solutions, and I continue to suggest to you that not just trains, and the mayor said this, he said it well, not just roads, not just sidewalks, not just land use, but all of that together helps us. What will this community look like in 20 years? I think the question is, what will it look like without something as comprehensive as the transportation plan that we're enacting today? It will be an absolute mess. Those people that spoke about traffic congestion today, in 20 years, this will look like heaven when you look back and what the congestion will be. There won't be alternatives. Jeff ideologically doesn't agree with the land use component to this plan. We do need to integrate land use with transportation and help focus the growth that is coming so that we can handle the congestion that's on its way. Nobody has ever suggested that this plan will eliminate congestion. It will help future congestion.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Louis Rodney. I'm a geography student at UNC Charlotte, and also as an upcoming professional in the Charlotte community. We're labeled as a world-class city in the increasing time of globalization. I come to find out mass transit is the key component in attracting local businesses to Charlotte. My question is for you, Mr. Taylor. What do you see happening if Charlotte doesn't adapt to mass transit system, being the train or some long-range plan immediately?
Well, the problem is not that we have a mass transit plan, it's that we have a bad one. We have a wrong one for what we are and what we do. We're simply not a very dense city. We're never going to be a very dense city. We can subsidize all the development we want and all the corridors that we want. We are not going to be a dense city. So the question is, how do we most effectively attack congestion and improve mobility? Now, the South Line's a done deal. It's either going to work or it isn't. It's kind of like the arena in that regard. All we can do is stand by and hope, cheer it works. The North Line, which is the next thing we're going to build, this thing is this close to a done deal. When they sign the interlocal agreements in the spring, it will get built. That's $470 million we will never get back for other solutions, other mass transit solutions like bus rapid transit, congestion pricing, high occupancy toll lanes. These are solutions that are being used in London and Manhattan and other world-class cities. We're not doing it because we're stuck with the 19th century train building solution. I want actual 21st century solutions. Those are on the roadmap right now.
Mr. Mumford?
Well, Jeff and I keep going back and forth on this. We are looking, we along with the state, are looking at high occupancy toll lanes, changing some of the underutilized HOV lanes today. We're looking at pricing of road lanes and how we can best make that efficient from a vehicular standpoint. But if you look at the plan, and by the way, ask Jeff what his plan is. And he doesn't, his plan is not this plan. I would suggest to you that's not a plan. That's wandering aimlessly into the future. We can't do that for this community. We have rail corridors, bus rapid transit corridors proposed to be in conjunction and parallel with our major highway system. That gives people alternatives. It gives them a choice in how to travel. The congestion on I-77 is going to continue to get worse. The congestion on 45, even the section that's not built yet, I'd be glad to talk to you about the real issues on 45 afterwards if you'd like, in my capacity as the MPO chairman. The congestion is going to keep coming.